Hello, everybody, and welcome to Simultaneous Interpreting through Eye Gaze, Role Shift, and Facial Expression by me. So, the overview of this activity, the whole point of this is that I want you guys to make an interpretation from English to ASL. However, I don't want you to use any signs while you're interpreting. So let me tell you what I am looking for. I'm looking for your eye gaze, your facial expression, and your role shifting. Again, you're not going to be interpreting signs. You are going to be listening to a source message, and you are going to be producing it in this way. But I don't want to see signs. I want to see your body engage. I want to see your eyes engage, and I want to see your facial expression. So, the directions of this is you're going to read the giving tree analysis, which is in this PowerPoint. Then I want you to watch the source material one time. I want you to take notes on the role shifts, the eye gaze, and the emotion. Here's the thing. In the giving tree, if you've ever seen it, it is about a tree and a boy. And throughout the story, the height of the boy, he starts off as a young boy, and then he grows up, and the tree starts off as a tall tree, but eventually gets cut into a stump. So what happens is that if you are, let's say you're having the boy look right and you're having the tree look left, what you get is this: the boy is looking up at the tree because of the height, and the tree's looking down. But then the boy gets older, and then the tree gets smaller. So what essentially we see throughout this is that difference between looking up to the right and the tree looking down, and that swap. That every time the boy comes to visit the tree, that eye gaze is different because the boy's at a different height or the tree's at a different height. This is what I really want to emphasize. So not only are you role shifting, right, as the boy looking up at the tree or as the tree looking down at the boy, but also you are adjusting your height because you're taking on this first person based on what you're seeing. Okay, so that's what I want you to take notes on. And I want you to make a spatial map. So I have an example of a spatial map here, but I want you to make whatever it is you want to make, however it makes sense to you. So for example, on my spatial map, I might say, boy looks right, tree looks left. Round one, because this story moves in rounds. Again, the boy changes, his height and his age changes. So for round one, it might look like this. For round two, maybe like this. For round three, for round four, for round five. So make a spatial map however that makes sense to you. For me, when I make a spatial map, I need to be reminded of where my characters are looking. In addition, I want to see you add that third character, that narrative position. So after you've done that analysis and that work, you're going to record yourself interpreting. Remember, only the eye gaze, role shift, and emotions, no signs. You can even speed up the recording of the giving tree. You don't have to interpret at the pace of it. You can change the pace to whatever you want, but really, again, we're trying to emphasize those three aspects. So that's the directions. This is our analysis, so I'll have you read that, but essentially it's talking about eye gaze, which includes both role shifting and where the eyes are looking. Remember, we're trying to bring first person into this work. And then the emotions. The story goes through an array of emotions, so capture those changes. In the transition between round one and round two, what does that transition feel like emotionally? I want to see it on your face. I want to see it in the expression of your body. So this is the source material. Go ahead, watch the source material, take your notes. This is an example of the spatial map. I have the boy looks right on the left because that makes sense to me. Literally, if you're looking right, you would be on the left, right? And if you're looking left, you'd be coming from the right. So this is my spatial map. Please feel free. I'm not very good with pictures, so English makes sense to me, but please feel free to make this map your own. and then put it all together. Record yourself interpreting just the role shifts, the eye gaze, and the facial expression, but don't sign. And at the end, reflect on it. How was that? What was the most difficult thing about this exercise? What was the easiest thing about this exercise? How did it feel to focus on role shifting, eye gaze, and emotion as opposed to the words? And that is all I have for you today, guys. Thank you so much. Looking forward to your work.